Good day, everyone. My name is FenPhoenix, or Fen if you like, and welcome to one of the greatest games of all time. This is one of my favorites ever, because that's what I just said in a slightly different way. It's Psychonauts! This is the original version, not the Steam version. Although this one tends to crash a lot when recording fraps is what I hear, so that'll be hilariously fun. Blurp is my test file. Anyways, let's just get right into it, but I will say one or two tech things here. First of all, this game is really weird when it starts. Basically, long story short, you kind of have to start the game and go all the way through a lot of stuff before it even lets you change the controls, but that's why I made this test file. But with that out of the way, let's not go in this menu actually, and let's let's begin. We are this little guy over here running around on a brain, and you can kind of jump around and, you know, jump really high. It's pretty amazing. You get these little options here: start a new game, continue, or load a save game. Well, let's start a new game.
The human mind. 600 miles of synaptic fiber, 5.5 ounces of cranial fluid, 1,500 grams of complex neural matter, a 3-pound pile of dreams. But I'll tell you what it really is. It is the ultimate battlefield, and the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damp, curvaceous undulations. From this day forward, you are all psychic soldiers, paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives. This is our beachhead, and this is your landing craft. You shall engage the enemy in his own mentality. You shall chase his dreams. You shall fight his demons. You shall live his nightmares. And those of you who fight well, you will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. In other words, Psychonauts. The rest of you will die.
Oh, Maury.
Children, you are not going to die.
Well, if you're not a psychonaut, then you might as well be dead.
They told me this was a summer camp.
Dogen. Don't worry about old Coach Oleander. I've been coming here for years, and trust me, nothing ever happens.
Yeah, Dogen, Lily's right. You don't got nothing to worry about. Except for that giant monster in the lake I was telling you about.
Bobby Zilch, I told you to stop scaring people with that ridiculous old legend. I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfectly safe paths of Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. And we don't want to scare our special guests, superstar psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Whoa! Light monster!
Formation.
It's resisting. Quick, bring it over here.
What is it?
It's just a little boy. What's your name, darling?
I'll find out. Kid, get in! Ugh.
My name
Starts with a D.
is Rasputin, but everybody calls me Raz.
compelling.
Armored like a tank.
Sorry I'm late. I don't want to disrupt your briefing, Agent Oleander. Agents 9, Vodello, please, continue.
Where do you think you're going?
You've broken into a highly classified remote government training facility.
I know. Isn't it great? Listen, why don't I just sit over here quietly with my fellow Psychonauts? Hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
We need to have this young man taken from here immediately.
I'll call his parents.
What? But don't you train Psychonauts here?
Yes, darling, but...
To soar across the astral plane. To wage psychic warfare against the enemies of free thought.
That is what I wrote on the front of the pamphlet.
Those words are why I'm here, Coach Oleander. Do you remember what you wrote on the inside of that pamphlet? You were born with a special gift. But the people around you treat it like a curse. Your mother is afraid of you. And your father looks at you with shame in his eyes. Come to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, and you can show them all. Back home, your powers make you a loner, an outcast, a circus freak. But in this dojo, in this psychic dojo, they make you a hero.
Get that soldier a bunk.
Now, darling, you can stay here for a few days until your parents come for you, but we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Wowie, you're so lucky. You get to go home soon.
Home? Back there, I was just like you were, Dogen. Punished by my own family for having powers I never asked for. But here, I have a chance to be something, to make a difference. They may come for me, Dogen, but they'll be looking for Raz, the boy. What they're going to find, what they don't expect, is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
No. Do you do that?
No. Well, once kinda. But now I wear this special hat. Wanna try it on?
No.
But he has mental defenses like I've never seen in someone so young. If I could just get him in my lab for some experiments, I'm sure he could withstand more than the others.
That kid's 1 in a million, 9. But I'm not gonna let you turn him into one of your guinea pigs. I've got big plans for that mind.
So, after the greatest cutscene ever to start off the greatest game ever, we've got awesome dialogue, we've got crazy characters, colorful stuff, awesome camera angles, we've got future girlfriend alerts, we've got some crazy coach who shouldn't be here at all because he's way too harsh, we've got bouncing beds, and the bunk is available, so let's just write a word. Also, Coach Oleander says that Raz's name starts with a D. This is an inside reference because originally his name was going to be Dartigan. Now you know.
All right, settle down in here. Big day tomorrow. I want to see each and every one of you runts in my classroom at 0600 hours on the dot. I'm the early bird, and you're the worms. Got it? Now, lights out!
Yes, sir! Oh, whoops. I have to stop recording when it loads because it crashes. It's freaking non-amazing. Guess I'm having a dream with an old man.
Okay,
That's normal,
quick
right?
eye exam before we start. Huh? Look over that way, if you will.
All right.
Wow, what's that?
Oh, that's a psi challenge marker. The staff scatters these all over the camp to test the students. Every one of these you find advances you a whole rank.
Uh-huh.
Now look up for me, if you will.
So this old man clawed an eyeball out from somebody, and he's addicted to card
Some of
gambling.
the old markers have fallen apart. You'll find bits of them flapping around loose. If you find enough of these Psy cards, you can put them together to make a brand new challenge marker. But you have to buy a Psy core at the camp store to hold them together. Keep ranking up, and before you know it, you'll be able to use brand new psychic powers. Stuff you didn't even know you could do.
And then when do I become a Psychonaut? Because I have to do that before my dad shows up to take me home. Hey, where'd he go? That guy looks so familiar.
Which is, you find out why later. You know, at first I was like, why did he look familiar? Was I supposed to have seen him before? Yeah, so this is just telling you how to play the game and stuff. Is pretty great. Oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, Raz! Hurry up! You don't want to be late for basic braining!
Woohoo! Basic braining is the best class ever! Woohoo!
I heard this one time a kid was late for basic braining, and Coach Oleander held him upside down until he turned blue, but the kid had just drank a 6-pack of soda, and so when the coach shook him up, he exploded.
Also, my controls seem to be wrong again. Hang on just a second. And I'm back. That should do it. Like I say, this game has a really weird system for controls and for profiles where there's not just a simple menu and then you go in the game and that's it. It's really bizarre. These are arrowheads. They're made of titanium. It's psychoreactive. Basically, they're money. So, yeah, you get these purple things. It's currency. That's a Psy card, and you collect 9 and you get a challenge marker. So, yes, you you rank up. Basically, Ford Cruller, to me, in that dream.
So, you're dating Elka now. Does that mean we won't hang out as much?
Shoot, I reckon things ain't gonna change one bit. Doggone it, partner. No woman's never gonna...
Hey, you're gonna make my boyfriend late for class. Come on, James. Come on.
Yeah, there's...
Hi, what's the rush?
Well, you know what they say about slow rolling tumbleweeds.
No time for chit-chat, James. Yo!
You deserve that. Anyway, what the hell was I even saying? Oh yeah, that dream is like a little more info than you can take in at the start, but you know, it all starts to make sense later. There's so much to do in this game, I'm sure I haven't even heard all of it. Just when I was doing my test run, I saw something new over here. There's so much dialogue. I mean, I'm gonna try to show it off, but I'm obviously gonna miss some because it's just like, yeah, man.
You know that cabin is empty, right?
Duh. I'm practicing for tonight, when it's gonna be full of ladies.
That kind of thing takes practice.
Excuse me, but my parents let me watch R-rated movies, so I think I know a little bit more about this than you do, okay?
This game is so sketchy sometimes. These kids are... behavior is slightly beyond what you'd expect
lame people.
For their age, just frickin' saying. Anyway.
Oh, quit it, Bobby. I know that's you, jerk.
It'd be hilarious if the girls were actually in here and then I punched his head through the hole. You can even see him spying. That's just slimy behavior. I'm sorry. This is the greatest thing in history. So, yeah, you can hear things.
That has got to be the worst band name I have ever heard in the history of all time, ever.
And by worst, did you possibly mean the best? Because that's what I was thinking.
No, I meant worst, as in I can't even believe we're friends, it's so bad.
Look deeply into your heart, Phoebe. And I think you'll find that even you believe the Levitators is pretty much the dopest name a band could ever have.
The Levitators? Are we some sort of cover band that only plays graduation ceremonies for motivational seminars?
I've been practicing, and I think I could levitate us both during our gigs. For real now.
No way! Last year you dropped me and I broke my drum.
Oh, hey, at least those got fixed. I'll never get back those records you melted with that unplanned pyrotechnics display of yours.
Look, you know when I have a good solo going, sometimes things get hot. I can't help it. And it seemed like part of the show if we named the band the right thing.
Oh, not this again.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Please.
Would you please welcome...
No.
The Fire Starters!
Oh, man. If we're gonna call it that, we might as well call it Burning Itch.
What?
Whispering Rockers.
Oh,
That's
what?
good.
That's my band name idea. Why aren't you guys in Coach Oleander's class?
Are you kidding? A kid got killed in that class last year.
I heard it was a bunch of kids, Phoebe.
Well, I heard it was a bunch of blind kids, and the coach threw them off a cliff.
Yeah, because they were late for class.
You'd better hurry, kid. Now, where were we, Quinn?
Hey, how's everybody tonight? You feeling itchy? I said you feeling itchy?
Watch it, Quentin.
It just goes on.
Lucky I'm not burning people anymore.
Not cool.
How do they even get the studio time for all these guys? They go on and on forever, just like it never stops. This thing's infinite. It's only like 4 gigs or something, but it's like it doesn't have a file size limit. It's crazy. I guess audio doesn't take up very much. But anyways, this game is
Calling
running...
any sentient being in the galaxy Polarisma Australis.
He's an astronaut. This game is running in widescreen right now, and the FMVs normally, or the movies I guess you call them nowadays, normally are stretched to fill out widescreen, which I'm going to try to fix. So if I've fixed it, you will know. It's not as big a deal in this game as it is in others, because everybody here is so freaking deformed anyways that you almost don't notice, but even so. Wonder what this guy's up to.
I'm telling you for the last time, no. I would never do that. I could never kill everyone. Oh, hi, Raz.
Squirrel trouble?
They're liars is all. Whatever they tell you, it's a lie.
I'll take your word for it. You going to class?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there. As soon as I get these guys to shut up. Shut up!
You going to class?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there.
Face. I'm sorry. Brilliant! That's what this game is. Genius! The writing is like the greatest in history. It's so friggin' funny. And it's so easy and just like awesome to play. It's like a platform. You go around, you zoom the camera around, you run, you jump, you punch, you dive and stuff. You get a big orange hand for some reason. You go into bathrooms. None of this like learn 10 billion things to play. No, you pick it up and play, and then you get powers and stuff, and it's just frickin' great. I've played this probably like 12, 15 times all the way through now, so it's the kind of game that even if you've got everything in it, you can still play it again because it's just so fun. You know what I'm saying? It's a rare thing indeed, but yeah. Now, in this game, there's a lot of collectibles, and I'm probably gonna get them all, because normally I 100% when I play this game, so I'll probably try to do that this time. There'll be some frustration and walking around a lot, but I suppose I'll cut those parts out. So side cards, there's side cards, and there's challenge markers, and there's all sorts of other things that help you rank up. And since I'm a circus freak, I can swing myself around like a freak and get up here. There's lots to collect, and some of the things you have to come back later to collect after you've gotten certain powers or items or abilities or whatnot, so I'll be doing that. But first, let's go snowboarding down a bunch of rock. Seems to make sense for, you know, obviously there's a safe / refrigerator down here in the cave. I mean, that's
Looks
sensible.
like it's completely frozen in a big block of ice. Frozen solid.
Well, I can't do anything with that now, but yeah. I think those subtitle pictures down there are also stretched, as is the menu, but there's nothing I can do about those things. But if I go into my menu here, there's some items, and if I go here, there's merit badges, but I don't have any of either of them yet. So, yeah. Well, After class, of course, yeah. You can't get anywhere else until you do basic braining, which I can't wait to show because it's just the first level in a whole bunch of levels that are super creative and they're all different. And it's just like none of them are even close to similar. It's just an explosion of freaking creativity in this game. Just never stops. Much like the brilliant dialogues. Anyway, I forgot to say I'm playing the original version for a couple of reasons. One of which is actually wrong, but first of all, this is the one I've played all the time, and they made some changes in the Steam version. And let me get this absolutely clear. It is wonderful that Double Fine got the publishing rights back and was able to put it out on Steam and start getting properly paid again for their effort, because this game didn't sell very well at first, and they really deserve to make tons of money from this, so it's amazing that they were able to put it out and sell presumably pretty well. Awesome for them. And they did make some changes, which I guess are generally considered to be improvements, and again, that's awesome, but I prefer the original unchanged because I'm just used to it. And secondly, there was a problem I thought was exclusive to the Steam version, but really it's just a problem that happens in this one that I'd never encountered before. Talk about it when I get to it, but yeah. So you pick these arrowheads out of the ground, mostly, and later on you can find a better way of doing it than just sticking your fingers into the turf. But as for now, you have to stick your fingers into the turf. It's pretty great. And you can climb poles. But you knew that
and visit that entity if possible.
You laid down. Oh, hang on, I forgot to talk to one guy in history. I can't forget that. Well, I might as well talk to this old man again for no reason.
The rest of camp is off limits until you have a basic braining merit badge. Now get!
Now get! For no reason, the people here are all deformed and weird colored. It's awesome for some reason.
You, new boy. Seen bear lurking in woods?
Nope.
Positive. Giant, hairless bear?
Nope.
In Russia, bears much smaller. Also more hair. Less lurking. Always eager to wrestle. This one, hide and run.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, bear.
Cannot look forever, bear.
Thanks for offer, but only want to fight bear today.
In Russia, bear makes you bear and hairless.
Plane to meet you in orbit.
These kids are just great. Apparently, Tim Schafer here, when he was making this game, with a few other people, seriously, one guy makes games, right? He put MySpace accounts for all these made-up characters and figured out what they were
Where
going
are
to
you
be.
going, Maloof?
Shh, I snuck out. That class is a death trap for crazy people. Listen, the coach is strong. At the start of class, he pulls you into his mind, and then there's nothing you can do about it. But once you're in, you can use these smelling salts to sneak out. Take mine. I don't need them anymore. I'm calling my parents to come get me before I get hurt.
Too late!
Bobby! Ah!
Hey, kid! You owe me 5 arrowheads for this week's protection service.
Cough it up, my loser, or you'll be coughing up bloody tears.
Hey, leave him alone.
I heard a rumor you were raised in the circus. Well, let me put this in terms you'll understand. I'm the strong man around here.
Really? Because you look more like the cotton candy.
Benny, put this kid's death on my to-do list.
Come on, we'll see him in class.
Yeah, we'll settle this on the battlefield.
Yes, it's yeah. You can go to your journal. You got all these tabs here, and it puts a big wall of text. Anyways, I already know that, so it's just kind of a list of stuff you've gotten, and then more stuff you've gotten, and then like objectives, which are all pretty clear, I guess. And then there's cinematics in case you want to watch that. And then there's a map, which I don't really ever use. And there's a save. And here's everyone in the entire world all smushed up together. And there is the future girlfriend, obviously, because she looked at me funny in the intro. Pretty attractive, I must say.
Wow,
Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, next time I'm gonna go in here because it's the first level. This guy has learned how to do a thing with only some minor facial twitches instead of looking really weird and stuff.
Hey, Chloe. What are you doing?
The coach uses this to broadcast his thoughts across the camp. I think I can tune it to reach my people in space.
I wouldn't broadcast my thoughts, but anyway, next time is gonna be a real start of the awesome as if it hasn't started already. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.